Hi YouTubers, welcome back to our desert Hava garden. It is a hot sunny day here in Havasu. It's about midday right now and 102 degrees. We expect a high of 117. And I wanted to show you our citrus fruit trees today. In hot desert climates, it's really good to grow citrus trees because they enjoy the heat and they don't require too much water, and the heat makes them have more sweet fruit. Now this is our lime tree. This lime tree, we just planted it last year, so it's only been in the ground a little over a year, but we are seeing lots of little limes on it. Last year we didn't get any real fruit on it. It had a few small limes, but they weren't really that edible. Didn't taste very good. This tree is probably the best looking of all of our citrus trees. It is right near the house where it gets a lot of attention. So this tree gets the most water of any of them. And we don't have it on an irrigation system, so it just receives the hose water. Now these leaves, you can see, are kind of turned up. And they were really turned up the day before yesterday. And I think it was because it didn't have enough water. This heat streak came in really quick. We went from 90-degree temperature up to 115 and above overnight. So our temperature changed very rapidly. What I did to help out is I composted with straw all around the base of the tree. So you see here straw. I had it left over from the chicken coop and I just moved it out here. So there's some feathers in it, maybe a little manure somewhere, but it's mostly clean straw. And so that way it'll help retain the moisture. I also turned the hose on it for a good long soak. And you can see that it's really heavy with a lot of fruit. And I have already picked some of these fruit and eaten them, and they are very good. It almost has like a key lime type of flavor, kind of a sweeter lime, but still has the nice sour taste to it. This tree also has really big thorns. You can see here. So it's not a real friendly plant to be touching, but it is producing well, and I've been very happy with this lime tree overall. This next tree is our orange tree. It produces a small mandarin type of orange, and we've had this tree in this spot for the longest of any of our citrus trees. This tree has been here for about 4 years now, and it's very small. It's, I would say, about 3 feet in height. It really hasn't grown much since we've put it here, and it doesn't seem to have ever been very happy. It has the most fruit on it right now that it's ever had, and this one here is even starting to turn a little bit like it might turn into an orange, but we've never had edible fruit on it. So we don't know what the real problem is. It's right next to this huge oleander tree. Monster of an oleander tree right next to it that we have tried to get rid of several times. We can't get rid of that thing. We've cut it down to nothing, we've burned it, we've tried to dig it out, and it just keeps coming back bigger and bigger every year. So now we're kind of accepting this tree, but in the afternoon it shades this little guy, and they may be competing for nutrients underground. The same as the lime tree, the leaves were looking really bad, and these ones haven't recovered as much as the lime tree, but I did compost a bunch down here, or I'm sorry, mulch. I put down a bunch of straw and gave it a good watering. So this tree, we don't know if it'll ever produce much, but it is a mandarin orange, and we'll hopefully see some more growth on it in the future. This is the third of our citrus fruit trees. This is a Meyer Lemon tree. And this tree also has just been planted a year ago. And this one is in the front yard, so it gets the morning and midday sun, but it does get some afternoon shade. Now it has one long branch going high up into the air there, much higher than the rest, and my husband thinks that's a sucker, but I don't know what it is. I've heard that you're not supposed to prune Meyer lemons too much and just kind of leave them be. This tree is quite yellow, a little distressed, but again, we're just adjusting the watering to this extreme temperature change. There's a few fruits on it. This one's starting to turn yellow. We haven't harvested any fruit off of it just yet, but a lot of the fruit, it put off a whole bunch of fruit, but a bunch turned black like this, and just kind of fell off and died. So it wasn't going to be a huge harvest. And then it recently put off some more flowers. And the flowers on this tree, they smell so good. I have never smelled a citrus fruit tree with such wonderful flowers. So we're hoping that these lemons will ripen and we'll get our first harvest of Meyer Lemon. They're more of a sweeter, mild lemon that are good for cooking with and used for their zest primarily, but you can also use their juice. And so I really wanted a lemon tree, and that's why we planted this one here last year. The lime tree was actually kind of a funny mistake where we thought it was a lemon and we got it home and got it planted in the backyard, and then read the label on the bucket. It had been placed in the wrong place, and it turned out to be a lime. So this tree came about a week later. We had to go and get another one. But look at the size of that one. That one's getting to be nice and big. And here's a bit of a flower. I should have filmed it last week when it had really pretty flowers on here. So these are our citrus trees here in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. A lot of people have a lot of success with citrus fruit trees and get huge harvests once they establish. So we're looking forward to the future with these trees getting established. And if you have any pointers on whether or not that is a sucker, feel free to comment. If you like this video, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more updates.